Back in 1989, God saw fit to give Keith and Kelly Ling a covenant seed to live out the faith that they would hand down to me faithfully. I do not remember a moment in time that I was blind before I could see. I grew and learned the Bible. It held me at every turn, and my parents taught me to see it everywhere, as if in a bush that burned. There was no moment unholy, nothing God could not see, and so I joined in singing His praises for making us free. And in this beautiful world there was a beauty of maggots and lies, one that I had not been warned about, and I was caught up and nearly died. I stood completely helpless against porn and sexual sin. The love for beauty God put in me nearly did me in. But at the same time, chivalry remained, this concept of righteousness. I wanted to escape and be clean again. I wanted to stop playing chess with the sin that had so bested me, and I was inspired by kings and dwarves and elves and wizards and fantasies in the sky. You see, my sin could not be overcome by anything less than a dream. The depth of guilt inside me left me in a constant scream. A scream for a king who I could not see, a cry for a hero to save, a yearning to be stronger than my weak frame, a hope to be courageous and brave. But I could not see the heroes in this world, and I was told to trust in the black and white words written down by faithful men of dust. This world was drear and passing away, and one day all would be bliss. But how could I suffer a world with no magic? How could I survive and exist? I began to wonder if what I believed was true, if what I saw did not reflect the beauty I'd read in fairy tales, the true beauty I'd come to expect. I studied mythology and ancient religions, but still nothing at all did ring true, except this blind and pitiful hope I held in my heart so blue. Then, as if in a moment, it seemed to break. The sun on the horizon was seen. Though it was really a period of months, I began to see gold and green. Through novels like The Paradise War, I began to see anew the hero king I'd always served. He was real and true. Not only that, this Middle Eastern man was prophesied of old, not just in the Middle East, but all around the globe. Noah's sons had held the hope of an ancient promise given, that a hero would return to earth and save us all for his heaven. The fairy tales I'd loved so long finally had a point. My longing for battles and dragons and dwarves, my imagination did anoint for glory in the sky where I would serve my king, where one day after my crusades were done, my crowns of glory I'd bring, and cast them before the chosen one, my broken fealty redeemed, and I'd fall upon the bosom of my Lord, my one and only King. There was no longer a little cranny, an imagination in my brain that did not serve the Lord, my God. He'd taken it captive in his train, and he's redeeming it to this day, so that I may not believe the lie that human subjectivity means anything in this world that is going to die, and be raised again to newness of life, though some say this is just a dream. I simply wag my head at this idea that's so obscene. I believe in God the Father. I believe in God the Son. I believe in the Holy Ghost, the Trinity, 3 in 1. I believe Jesus suffered and died. I believe it was for me, and all of his other knights and dames who he has made to see. I believe he is coming again to set everything right, and the church is his official ranks and soldiers of the light. I believe it is Catholic of every race and creed, and I believe he has the victory. I believe, Lord, I believe. I believe the fairy tale is true with all of my heart and mind. I believe all glory is his, and he is forever mine.